All right, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the End to End Podcast. We're coming at y'all with a brand new video. It's been a minute since we've done an NBA pod, but the Knicks are up 3-1. We got to talk about it. I think game 5 is up next. Do y'all think the Knicks are going to end it in game 5, or y'all think the Spurs got another one in them? Or do y'all think the Spurs coming back? Let me know what y'all think. Xavier, what do you think?
Uh, it could go either way. Like that's always been my perspective on the series, but like specifically for the next game, I think that like this is the only chance like the Knicks have at winning. Like I think if the Knicks don't win the next game, they lose.
What?
Like I don't see the Knicks winning game. Like if they lose game 5, I don't see them winning game 6.
I think they're going to lose game 5 and win game 6, personally. Like,
I
that's
don't think they. I think it's going to game 7. If they lose tomorrow, like the next game, I think it's going to game 7. And if it's in the game 7, I got Wemby.
Bro, I can't see the Knicks losing 3 in a row at this point.
I could nobody.
These niggas just blew a 30-point lead, bro. Like,
Isn't it?
you know what I mean? Like, bro, it's like a script, bro. Like, you know how sometimes sports just it feels like a movie, like it feels like it's. But the Knicks are gonna win the title, bro. Like, I dead ass can't.
I want the Knicks to win. Like going into the finals, like everybody was saying, like the Spurs are gonna beat the Knicks. The Spurs are gonna beat the Knicks. I was the only person. Quad could vouch for that. And like multiple of my coworkers could vouch for that. I was the only person telling people like, yo, y'all will be surprised. Like the Knicks are gonna punch the Spurs in the fucking face. Like, yo, these motherfuckers are well rested. They got like a full week of rest damn near before the finals started. And the Spurs only got like 48 hours. That's it. I don't even think they got like a full 48 right before the finals started. And bro, like the Knicks are statistically on the greatest playoff run, like arguably of all time. Like next to like the 73 and 9 Warriors, obviously. But like,
they've
bro,
won
like
each game by, like, the
they're
biggest.
insane.
Wait,
So
what makes you say that though? Like the record they have?
No,
They've
it's
won,
just,
like they have like the biggest. They have one of the biggest score gaps. Like every single game, like the score gap
Oh,
is big as fuck. Like
okay.
they have one
On
of the
average,
biggest.
and they only lost 2 games. They only lost 2
Yeah,
games.
they only lost, the last game they lost was like fucking
They
how
only
many?
lost 3 games, counting the last game. Yeah,
but yeah,
only,
like, hold on, you want to say something, babe?
I was gonna say they only lost 2 games to the Cavs, I believe, before this.
They didn't even lose. They didn't even lose to the before the Spurs. I think the last game they lost was against the Hawks. I think they swept the 2 series.
They
But that's what I'm
swept
saying.
the Cavs.
They swept the Cavs.
They
They swept
lost 2
from
games to the
6-0.
Hawks. Yeah, 2 games to the Hawks.
Xavier, with all that in mind, how are you saying if they lose the next game, the Spurs are gonna win in 7? Like, what makes you say that? Like, I'm so
because
confused.
I like it's the same like. I said the same thing about like the 3-1 thing, like when LeBron did it, and I was rooting for the Warriors. Like when we were up 3-1, I literally said like, "Yo, if we don't beat them the next game, we're gonna lose this shit." And everybody was looking at me crazy. Like I was like, I didn't want to believe it, but I was like, "Yo, I genuinely think if we lose this game, like if they lose the next game, there's a like 80% chance they lose the next one. And if it goes to game 7." I don't see the Knicks winning. I just don't.
Wait, what do y'all think? Let me get the outside perspective.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear. God damn, bro. No, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. JK, go ahead. JK, go ahead. Figure it out.
See, I watched game 4. I was fucking traumatized. Like I couldn't believe it because, like on this side of the world is like if you are watching an NBA game, you have to get ready to like wake up by like you have to go to bed by like 4 a.m. 5 a.m. So I'm watching this game.
What time do you watch the games at?
The games here start by 1:30 a.m. and then they end by like 4:30 a.m. 5 a.m. I have to like sacrifice a lot of sleep. So I'm watching this first half and like Champagne 3, Carter Bryant 3, Dylan Harper 3. Dylan Harper was killing those guys. And I'm like, okay, first we got this one in the bag, 29 points, lead, biggest lead in an NBA final game, like first half ever. And I'm like, okay, first, can you guys hear that? I'm not the only one hearing that. So.
Yeah. It's like a vibration.
And then so the Spurs eventually lost that game. So looking towards the next 3 games, obviously I'm optimistic that hopefully they can turn this around. But then realistically, I don't see that Knicks team just losing. Like I feel like they have a very strong core in OG, Cut
That's the
and
thing. You have to
Brunson.
give
Like
the
I
Knicks.
feel like yeah, I feel like they are very well set up offensively. I feel like each role player going from Hart to Michael Bridges to even Alvarado, I feel like they know their job, they know what they have to do, and I just don't think the Spurs are good enough yet to overcome that like even if the Spurs are very good, I feel like they are very young, very good, and hopefully they could go again next year or another year. But
That's what I'm.
in the position they are in right now, I just don't think the Knicks are going to allow themselves lose 3 games in a row. I don't think it's possible.
I
I
agree.
don't know.
Like, I just
I
think, bro, like the Knicks are so good, bro. They have so many players that impact winning on so many different levels, bro.
don't,
Like Alvarado, defensively, offensively, like, bro. I just don't see, and I think it comes down to experience too. This is this Spurs team's first real run in the playoffs, and I feel like the Knicks,
I feel like
this
this is the Knicks team first real run in the playoffs as well.
is their
nah, I
deepest
feel
run in
like
the
they've
playoffs.
Is
made
it, I
they've
don't,
made
they've never been to the finals. God. This team
No,
is
they've
no,
never
not
been
to
to
the
the.
finals, but they've been in the playoffs. They've played important games. Like,
first.
and I also feel like they want it more because of what it means. Like, bro, if the Spurs lose, we know that this Spurs team is young. We know this Spurs team is going to continue to grow. We know they might be here next year, the year after this. I
Mm.
feel like this is the pinnacle for this Knicks team. You know what I mean? Like,
But
Like
I don't think
if you
they're
don't do it now, you don't think they
yeah,
are going to come back. Like, they
gonna.
can't.
but like what
No,
I'm saying is, I'm not saying I believe the Spurs will come back. I'm saying this Spurs team is so good that even though they're down 3-1, I can't write them off completely 100%. That's
Mm.
what I'm saying. I'm saying there's still a chance.
yeah,
Because like, bro, I've seen it. I've seen it multiple times. We saw it 3-1 in the finals when LeBron won. We saw it in 2018 or 2019, was it, when the Rockets missed damn near 33s in the second half in a playoff game against the Warriors. Like, what I'm saying is like, yo, great generational teams choke all the time.
Am I
And
good now?
New York
yeah.
is
I
not.
hear
Yeah,
you.
you're perfect.
All right, bet.
Go ahead, man. What are your thoughts?
I was about to say, I don't think the Knicks gonna win. Or not. I don't think the Spurs gonna win another game. To be honest, I think their like spirit is crushed, bro. You blow a 30-point lead like that. It remind me of when the Lakers played, when we used to blow those lead. Like I think we blew, was it the 20-point lead, something like that. When we was always winning against the Nuggets and we got
Yeah,
swept.
yeah,
I feel like it's
Yeah.
like that. Like, bro,
You
like,
were,
yeah. I get what he's saying. Like, when he says it's like spirit crushing, like, bro, exactly. In that series, like, bro, the niggas used to be up like 18, 17 points, everything going well. You watching the game on Twitter, bro. LeBron fans happy as fuck, bro. That shit used to be the funniest thing ever. And then Jokic and Murray just start making bull,
Those guys,
bro. Yo, like, and then
Jokic
you're
that
just
year was insane. Yeah.
yeah, but
like,
Quad, my point is, if there's one player in the NBA right now that could potentially do something like that, who is it? If not Wemby, in my opinion.
the
Like,
way
if there's
I've
one
seen
player,
Wemby this series, bro, it makes me doubt that you think Wemby at this point in his career can pull off a 3-1 comeback in the finals.
If he
I
At this
really
point
can,
in his
if
be
he
career.
surprised.
can, I can't lie. I'm going like the conversations I'm going to put
Like,
in.
like
If he can,
I'm not
he's
like
dead
Quad. What
ass
I'm saying
like
is like, Quad. What I'm saying is Wemby being Wemby, the Wemby that we know, right? Imagine two other players, whoever on his team, have the most phenomenal performances. And I don't mean like dropping 40 or anything. I mean like they play at their best. Like Dylan Harper plays at his
they
best.
have to, bro. They
Like two other what? Huh?
The only
What you
player,
saying?
the
bro.
only player that the only player that has been consistently fucking up is De'Aaron Fox. Since the first
Yeah.
round in the playoffs,
That's
De'Aaron
the
Fox's since the
Dylan
first round in
Harper's
the
been
playoffs,
amazing. Vassell's
yeah,
been amazing, bro.
Vassell's
Some of
been
these
amazing.
games, these
Champagne's
guys,
been
hold on.
amazing.
Some of these games, these guys are better than Wemby, bro. Dead ass
You're not
against
you're
OKC.
not
I watched all
you're
7 games.
not hearing what I'm saying. I'm not saying these niggas have been bad. That was never came out of my mouth once. What I'm saying is like if Vassell and Dylan Harper for the next 3 games average 20 points, and they're not too far off from doing that, and Wemby performs like we know Wemby can perform, there's a good chance they win these games. That's all I'm saying.
I feel
Yeah,
like that's true. I feel
That's
like that's
all
true.
I'm
But
saying.
then Mitch Johnson puts the ball in Fox's hands a lot, and
Yes. That
since the first round in the playoffs, Fox's scoring numbers have dropped from like every round. The first round he was
yes.
scoring
Yes.
20,
Yeah.
then the second in the semifinals he was scoring about 18 against the OKC. He was scoring
Yeah.
about 14, and now he's averaging like 12 in the finals. And I'm like,
yeah.
and then not like when you add that with the defensive mistakes, when the ball is in his hand, like in the last 5 seconds. I
Yeah.
remember his ball was in his hand for like the last 7 seconds of the third quarter, and it bounced off his foot and went out. Like these
Yeah.
things happen, but like these are very like it's very close margins, like fine margins against a team that you give them the
Yeah.
slightest opening and they are
Yeah.
just going to pounce and kill. So
No,
I don't,
to
Bro,
be
and I
fair,
don't trust him enough to like just raise it up to another level this next 3 games. That's why I feel like
no,
the Knicks are
to
I
add to that,
completely agree. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
my bad. Because I wanted to say something before JK went ahead. Like, bro, none of these games haven't been close. You feel me? That's my thing. It's like you say, yes, if they play well, if the supporting cast plays well, like they have been, and Wemby's able to go crazy and have that game, there's a good chance they win. Every single one of these games, for the most part, in the playoffs that the Spurs have won, that the Spurs have lost. There's been a good chance they were gonna win that game. Like it's always neck and neck right there. Like, bro, I think it comes down to experience. Like I said, these guys don't have that final, like, what's the like
Quad.
they don't have that cutting.
they don't know what it feels like to lose in
Yeah,
the finals.
I
They don't know.
agree. Like you're talking as if I'm disagreeing with you. Like what I'm saying is that I don't think any one of you guys on here will tell me that there's a 0% chance the Spurs win one game in these last three. Not
Oh,
one of you
one
guys.
I
game.
think
You're saying like they're not.
Spurs
There's a 0% chance
might.
they win. No,
I
you're
feel
not.
like they might win game 5,
One
but I
game
don't
is
see how
That's
they
what
will.
never.
I'm
I'm
saying.
expecting them to win one game. I'm
Okay,
predicting their
so
I
Quan,
just
if they win the next game, they can't win the game 6.
I don't see them winning it the
I
game
don't think
nah.
6.
they are.
I
I don't
just
think
don't
they
see
are.
it happening.
I don't
I don't
see
think
it.
Yo,
I
yo,
genuinely don't. I don't.
I
if
I
they
I
if
I-
they
so
go
y'all,
past
y'all
game
would
I
be
want
three,
it to happen because
if they
I'm for Wemby. I'm for the Spurs, but like
y'all
even
would
if
be
they win
surprised
game
if it's
5,
3-3 eventually.
no, see, it doesn't even come down to it doesn't come for me. It doesn't come down to how good the Spurs are.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
just genuinely do not believe the Knicks are going to allow themselves to lose 3 games. Like they are
I
that good.
agree.
They are that good, and I don't think the Spurs
Losing
are
three
good
in a row
enough.
is insane, bro.
You know,
Losing
like
The
three in
Knicks
a
especially
row.
lose
if
3
you
in a
won,
row.
and they
Oh,
don't
you
have
mean the Knicks
the
losing
Spurs
3
don't
in
have
a row?
LeBron, so it's like the Spurs don't have
Yeah.
LeBron. They don't have Kyrie.
They have Wemby, gang.
Wemby is in with LeBron, God.
Year
Like
two.
I'm about to say
Wemby right now in year 3 is better than LeBron year 3, genuinely.
no, he's not.
And I don't think it's
LeBron
crazy.
didn't come
I
back
don't.
7.
I don't.
No,
He's
he's not.
accomplished more. He's
No, he
accomplished
didn't.
more. He's
I mean,
accomplished
like
more.
if you can give him the defense shit, all right. But I feel like all around, no, he
Was
hasn't.
LeBron in the finals in year 3?
Who
Is
had a
that
better
all the
team?
defense shit?
Who had a better team?
That
LeBron's
doesn't
got.
matter. I'm telling you, yo, I'm not telling you who's the better player. I'm telling you, as of year 3, if they retired as of year 3, Wemby goes down to greater player. That's all I'm saying. As of year 3, year 3 Wemby is a greater player than LeBron year 3. It's a fact.
You saying that when like
Mhm.
with this like whole like Wemby 7'5", like the only reason why he has that is because of his DPOY. That would be the only reason why he'd be greater
Yo,
than
so
LeBron
you
right
think
now.
By
Wemby
year
is
three,
So,
Wemby has more points, assists, blocks than LeBron by year 3.
yeah, that doesn't mean that doesn't mean anything to me because points it's inflated over time. LeBron was 22 in like 07. So it was one harder to score points.
No, but okay,
And
so my thing is that
you gotta adjust the
you're
pace.
using Wemby's height as a nod against him because he's good on defense. But like no, but hold on. Like what about like when LeBron is just as much of a physical specimen as Wemby. Like Wemby is super tall. We've never seen somebody as big, as fast, as strong, and as athletic and as smart as LeBron, all in one.
But
So
what's harder?
it's the same thing.
What's harder to use, LeBron's abilities or when were LeBron's gifts or Wemby's gifts? I would argue.
Wemby. Okay, Wemby at
It's
6'3".
close. It's close. Because, like, bro,
Wemby
being
at
able to move
6'3".
like that. Hold on, let me say one thing. Being able to
Hold on.
move like that at 7'5" is impressive.
Yeah, it's hiking insane.
But
It's
bro, what I'm
impressive.
saying is
Oh,
Wemby at
bro.
6'3" might not be in the league. Wemby at 6'3" might not be in the league. LeBron at 6'3"
I don't think that's true.
Hold on. Let me finish my point. I think Wemby at 6'3" is in the league, but you can make the argument that he might not make it to the league. But LeBron at 6'3" is Russell Westbrook and Chris Paul mixed together.
Mm-hmm.
At 6 foot, like what I'm saying is like LeBron's gifts go beyond just like I don't know. I think it's fair to say Wemby is statistically a greater player than LeBron. Like he's accomplished.
Statistically is a fact.
I mean, we want to add like caveats.
Statistically is a fact, and I think accomplishments factor in as well.
Look, you want to add caveats like statistically or career or like anything like that to make it seem like, oh, he's the better player. But if you're just going player by player basis, LeBron at 22 is a better player than Wemby at 22.
So he's going to ball on the court. So if you think,
I just feel like there isn't anything offensively that Wemby does better than LeBron at 22. All of what Wemby does on the comparison is on offense is not close. Where you have
Wemby doesn't do one. You don't think Wemby does a single thing offensively
where you have to make up
better?
the gap? Where you have to make up the gap between Bron and Wemby is on the defensive side because Wemby's generational defense.
Year three, Wemby is a way better shooter than LeBron at year 3. That alone is the fact.
And I argue that LeBron does literally everything else better than Wemby on offense.
I feel like
you said Wemby doesn't do anything better than LeBron.
Can I say something?
That's what you said.
That is what I said. I stand corrected.
I feel like we are on it.
But LeBron does everything else better. He drives. He at this point he even has a better fucking post game than a nigga at 7'5". Like, come on now. Okay. Like offensively, LeBron.
Let me add something to that though. You say you have to make up for it with defense. Like that's like unfair.
Yeah, I feel like we're watering down. I feel like we're watering down.
I'm saying
you feel me? And I would also argue that the gap on defense is way bigger than the gap on offense. Like Wemby is a much better defender. Wemby is way better at defense than LeBron, whereas Wemby year 3, yes, LeBron is better offensively. Yes, LeBron can do more. But if LeBron is the best in the league, Wemby right there, bro. You feel me? Like the gap ain't huge.
I said he can't hear you.
You cut. No, I'm saying you cutting in and out. You cutting in and out.
All right, I'm gonna repeat what I said. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. What basically I said is you're saying like you have to make up for it with defense. Like that's the only way you can have an argument. But like that's valid. Like defense is 50% of the game. You feel me? And I would also argue that the gap on defense is bigger than the gap on offenses. Like I feel like yes, LeBron is better offensively, but Wemby's right there, bro. Like Wemby is also a generational offensive talent. We've never seen anything like it. The same way LeBron was. But on defense, bro, Wemby's a much better defender than LeBron, especially year 3 LeBron, in my opinion. I don't know.
You said Wemby's a generational offensive player?
Yes, definitely. Imagine you had a player on your team that is 7'5". He's perfect in the post.
Talent for sure. Like what
from mid-range. Like Wemby's a generational offensive player as well.
I think in theory he is a 7'5" guy that can dribble like a guard.
Not only in theory, he's actually doing it. He's putting it into practice as well. I said he's putting it into practice as well. It's not only in theory. Like he offers a lot offensively. Obviously, maybe not as opposed to Bron, who is better offensively. But then I feel like you're undermining that importance of Wemby's defense as well. Like the way he deters players from entering the paint as well. He's led the league in blocks like every year he's been in the league. Like, and he's also like he's in the finals right now. Bron wasn't doing that 22. Like I feel like obviously you are looking at it as a LeBron fan looking at it in like hindsight. That's like, okay, this is LeBron. But then if you should actually just like look at it like, okay, 3 years of LeBron's first 3 years in the league and Wemby's first 3 years in the league. Like you wouldn't want to say it that Wemby is doing better than LeBron, but he actually is doing better than LeBron at this stage in both
Like,
of their careers.
Wait, could you argue on the Spurs team right now? Could you make an argument that in this finals, Dylan Harper has played better than Wemby? Could we make that argument?
No, you
couldn't
can't
make that argument.
No, you can't. No, you
You
can't.
don't think there is
No,
any
you can't.
argument?
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. You guys, no, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Bro, like my thing is maybe it's
It's
because
close,
of what
it's close, but you can't.
it's
But
because
not
of
even
what I
close.
LeBron point.
No, yo, chill. Maybe it's because of what I expect from Wemby and what I expect out of bro. Like he's overperforming and Wemby's underperforming. Maybe Wemby's a victim of how good he's been, but to me, Wemby's underperformed in these finals, bro. Especially in the final moments. Like you can give me the numbers he's had throughout the whole game, but when it comes to the
what
clutch,
do you guys think? What do you guys think Wemby's been putting up in the finals? Since you guys are saying he's playing so bad,
I think he's putting up like 27.
What's the lowest you think he dropped in terms of points?
19, I think it is.
He has never dropped less than 24. It goes between 24 and 32.
What was the lowest he shot percentage-wise?
I got you right now.
It was a game where he's like 6 for 18 or something like that.
The
It was a game that Bronson was 6 for
21. Was the very first game where it was the very first game where he shot like 29%.
Yeah.
That's the game where he had 26. That's his worst game. His worst game he had 26, 12 with 3 blocks.
But I'm
gonna go over Dylan Harper. I'm gonna show you guys what Dylan Harper. I'm not saying Dylan Harper's not playing phenomenally, but you guys can't say he's playing on the same tier as Wemby just because Wemby's disappointing. Wemby's disappointing is still averaging 26 and 8 or 9. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. I don't even think Dylan Harper's as averaging 17 in this. Like, come on, bro.
I feel like the reason for Dylan Harper is because Dylan Harper scores when the Spurs need somebody to score.
Yeah,
that's what I just said. That's what I was trying to say.
He scores exactly when the Spurs need that person to score. Dylan Harper does it for them.
He's their most clutch performer in the finals 100%. I would agree.
When we're talking about the level of Wemby, bro, that's what I mean. Yes, he's a victim to how good he's been, but my nigga, like I say, when you're in these convos, we're talking about you versus LeBron. The same way niggas used to hold LeBron for not showing up. Like LeBron used to play amazing and then miss a 3 in the clutch, and that's what we talk about because that's what we should talk about because we have to
say that JR is better than LeBron.
Nigga, I'm not done. Relax. We have to nitpick when it comes to comparing great players, but Wembanyama has not shown up in the moment that matters, bro. Like you can go as far as to say he's disappeared. That's why I could argue that Dylan Harper, I wouldn't say he's been better, but I would say like he's showing up more than Wemby for the finals.
No,
bro.
Like,
you
can say he's showing up more in like the ending of the last moments of the game. That's the only thing you can say. You can't say that Wemby hasn't. You can't even say that Wemby's disappeared in the finals when he's genuinely playing very well every game.
He disappeared last game.
Okay, so if he's only not performing the biggest moments at the end, why are you taking that outside of that and establishing it on everything in the whole performance of the finals?
I just explained to you why, because we're comparing him to greatness. We're comparing him to the greatest players of all time. You have to nitpick when it comes to these guys. We're comparing this nigga to LeBron. That's what I said.
There's a difference between nitpicking and saying that the rookie on his team is outperforming him when that's an outright lie.
I
said he's showing up more than him. That's what I said. That's what I said. I explained to you, and I said I could make that argument. I didn't even say I believe it. That's what I said.
I don't think you can make that argument.
Is there an avenue for that argument to happen? Like, is there an argument that we say Dylan Harper is playing better than Victor Wembanyama?
You can't say he's playing better. You can't say he's playing
better.
Or
he's showing up.
I said it's because what we expect out of Wemby too. Like, if these were two random niggas, Wemby's clearing him. Like, Wemby's playing much better.
You can't say it's arguable because, like, if the Spurs end up winning, do you think it's debatable that Dylan Harper should be MVP of the finals? No.
Yeah.
True. No. Like, that would be blasphemous. That would be worse than Iguodala.
All right, but
I just feel like Go ahead.
No, go ahead. See, I was gonna end the
No, I'm just
topic.
saying it's
Say one
more.
more.
It's just more than the numbers with Wemby. It's way more than the numbers with Wemby because there wouldn't be discussions. I wouldn't be seeing Wemby get like. It seems like he's not impacting the game like how he was in like maybe like last year. It doesn't like he's not impacting the game this series like how he was like last year or the series before that. Even with the numbers, even I think this part his this best series like numbers wise in terms of like points and stuff. I feel like he's not in, his defense is for sure not as good as it was. It is actually
I don't think those are.
like
I feel like both
he's
the Knicks are
he's
better.
always a positive on defense. Like I'm pretty sure this series he's like a neutral on defense.
No,
Like
he's not.
his
When Wemby's not
they
on
are
the floor, they
exposing
go
they
into
are
the
exposing
minuses.
they are exposing the flaws in Wemby's roaming. Everyone's if you can get 2 feet in the paint,
Yeah, but
the
that's
defense
not
breaks
Wemby
down.
that's choosing to roam. That's the coach's game plan that's
He
telling
really
him
can't.
to roam.
He can't. He really can't do. He can't guard in space. You won't put him in space.
What?
He can't guard in
All right.
space. Brunson was cooking.
Why
that
would
nigga.
he be in space? Why would he be on Brunson?
He can't be cooking him. What are we
Carl
talking about?
Anthony Towns was only better than him for one game. There was only one game
And
when
mind you, like this is the
He
best center
can't
that Wemby
guard
has
in
faced
space.
the whole
Cat
playoff.
only cooked him for one game.
This is Wemby not guarding in space. I'm saying he can't guard in space. Not right now.
Why are we measuring a center's ability to guard in space?
Because I
Like we
want
don't have this conversation
I
about any
want
other center.
That's like saying LeBron can't guard the center, the traditional center. Like who cares?
What I'm trying to tell you is that Wemby, what we seen in the playoffs, Wemby Roman, it has not been effective in this finals because the Knicks have players that can get into the paint. Everyone, they have multiple ball handlers that can get into the paint. And now when you have multiple ball handlers that can get into the paint and kick or do what else, Wemby roaming becomes less effective. So now you have to do other. No, I'm saying so now on defense you have to do other things. And
I
Wemby
agree,
has
but
not been able to do that.
how do you put the team's game plan at like the person at fault for the team's game plan? How is it Wemby and not the coach? Like how are you assigning all of that blame on Wemby?
I'm not necessarily assigning all of it to him. I'm saying when he's put in spots to do other shit, he's not doing the other shit.
Other stuff like what?
You're hold on.
Other stuff like what? Like what?
Like guarding space.
Yo, he's not just guarding in space. He's guarding the greatest shooting big man of all time in space. He's guarding the greatest shooting big man of all time in space.
Are we not?
Nobody can guard Cat in space and lock him up as a center.
Are we not looking at a generational defensive player? He's the only unanimous DPOY ever.
He's never. Nobody's ever claimed that he's generational in space as a 7'5"
Is
center.
he not a? Oh my gosh, he's a generational defender that can't do anything but roam. Like
so
what?
Shaq is not a jet. Hold on. Is Hakeem Olajuwon not a generational defender because he can't guard effectively on the perimeter?
Is Hakeem Olajuwon a unanimous DPOY?
What?
No, he's not. The only one in history can't do shit but roam. How does that work?
Can't do shit but roam? All he can do defensively is roam.
And the
all he can do defensively is roam. He can't anchor a defense.
In this series,
he can't protect the paint.
In this series, roaming.
Why are we talking about just this? Oh my god. Yo,
are we not talking about
You're such a good rage baiter, man. Oh
are we not talking about the finals? Why would we not be talking about the series, the whole topic?
So okay, so if we're just talking about the finals, why are you using just the finals to label Wemby overall and who he is overall? And why can't we just talk about Wemby entering the finals?
Is he not? Say it again.
If we're strictly talking about the finals, why are we just saying this is how Wemby is performing in the finals? This is what he's doing that's bad in the finals. You're using how he's performing in the finals to label him overall.
So because I'm not specifying Wemby can't guard in space in this series, you're saying
Bro,
That's what you're saying.
you saying Wemby can't guard in space overall is not the same thing because Wemby can't guard in space is not the same thing as Wemby can't guard Cat in space. And I don't think any other big man can guard Cat. It can guard Cat in space at the moment.
Why? But why wouldn't my unanimous defensive player of the year like be able to do other like things? I'm just like he's not as effective on defense in this series.
He's not guarding Cat. He's not man on man guarding Cat like he wants. Like he's doing what the coach is telling him to do, and it's not working, and they will adapt.
And when he gets out of that, he's not as effective. Is that not true? When he gets out of the roaming, he's not as effective. He's not as effective.
It's not true. He's only not effective when they're asking him. Listen, he's not effective when they're asking him to guard at the top of the key, outside of the paint. When they're asking him to push up and stay there. Not when he's roaming. When he's roaming, he's great. When he's on help defense, that's when Wemby statistically is the best defender and does the most.
I understand that, but I'm saying in this series where they are neutralizing the roaming of Wemby, he's not as effective.
It's not that they're.
Are they not neutralizing it? It's not working.
The guy's average. Okay,
he's averaging 3.
They're neutralizing it. You're right, bro.
Is he as effective as a defender in this series?
Neutralizing and not as effective are not synonymous. You know that, right?
True. I understand that they are neutralizing.
Neutralizing means he has no effect defensively at all whatsoever. That's what those are the words you are using, and I'm taking them at face value.
They are
like you're neutralize. Neutralize is too strong of a word. Neutralize is too strong.
You're saying he's useless on defense. That's what you're saying.
Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm not.
No.
Neutralizing means the same thing as useless.
So in terms of Wemby's defense, let's put on a scale of 1 to 10. Where do you think he's at in this series? Where do you think he's at right now?
Okay, 7.5.
Okay. Are we doing
on this series? Only this series.
He's averaging 3 blocks this series.
Are we doing a Wemby scale?
I don't care about stats.
No. Because listen. Wemby is operating at like an 11 out of 10 usually on defense. We can agree, right?
Yeah.
Right now, in terms of like other big men that we've seen all time, he's still at like an 8.
In this series, Wemby on defense is performing at an 8.
Yeah.
I would argue.
Do you think there's any other what other big man?
Yo, let's ask everybody. JK, what would you say?
This series, I feel like aside game 1 where he wasn't able to handle cuts, I feel like aside game 1 where he hasn't been able to handle cuts, I feel like every game after that he has been able to like not allow cuts to have that much of an influence on the New York winning as they should. I feel like normally he's a deterrence in the paint where players are trying to get the easy shots in the paint and they can't, so they have to go back out. In game 3, he was very good. And then I feel like in game 2 and in game 4, what the New York Knicks were able to do was that they were able to drag him out to a part of the they were able to drag him out of the perimeter and then get him out of that like normal comfort zone. But then even if he's not been able to have that, like we don't expect him to block every single 3, like that's not what, like, even if he's a generational defensive talent, if we're talking about generational offensive talent, we're not expecting them to score every 3 or to make every amazing pass or to score everything. Wemby is a generational defensive talent, but then any player above the height of 6'11", they are going to struggle defensively outside of the perimeter. And Wemby is one of the best players in that group of players who struggle out of the perimeter. Wemby is still able to have an effect outside of the perimeter. But then I feel like we are blaming all of this on Wemby's defense and not looking at how good the Knicks offense is. Like their rotation, their ability to move the ball around offensively trumps that ability of Wemby to then come out there and try and get the block over OG or get the block over Jalen Brunson. That's how good their offense is. and they are statistically going on one of the best offensive runs in the playoffs we've ever seen from an NBA team. So I feel like trying to pin this on Wemby's off defense, which normally if he comes out of the perimeter, he's still able to neutralize some of the offense from the three, from like a long mid-range shot. I feel like trying to pin that on Wemby's defense is a bit unfair when he's still having a times two amount of that influence inside the paint. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
I
I get.
agree. Like I rated like a 7.58 out of 10, and I said it's usually like a 12. You know what I mean? Like I said, bro, Wemby's just a victim to how good he's been and how good it's how good we expect him to be. So when he doesn't meet that, it's like you I get the criticism. The criticism is valid. It's just like the
Yeah.
word neutralize, it's a little too strong. Like you can say we finally seen a team find a way to make Wemby not be as effective defensively. Like they found holes in the Spurs' system and how the Spurs have been utilizing Wemby for the past 2 years. But
And
to say that they've neutralized Wemby, you're essentially saying that this nigga's a bum on defense for the past 4 years. Like
and
he's not. I get that's not what you meant, but the word neutralize is a strong word, gang. Like when you say they neutralize that nigga, bro, that's like when LeBron dropped 8 points against the Mavs. You can say they neutralized LeBron in that game. You know what I mean? In the
and I
finals.
also and I also feel like if we're looking at Wemby's playoff run, I feel like this is the first series where he has faced a very, very good offensive big man. You know,
Yeah,
like the OKC don't have cuts.
that nigga.
The
That nigga
Timberwolves don't have cuts. The Portland don't have cuts. So Wemby was obviously locking up Donovan Clingan, locking up Rudy Gobert, locking up Isaiah Hartenstein, locking up Chet, you know. And then obviously like being a generational defender doesn't mean that amazing offense isn't going to sometimes beat you. Like it happens.
Yes.
Like we're not going to act like it doesn't happen, you know. Like
Yeah.
Bro,
all like so yeah, that's it.
No,
um,
That's it.
I just want to
go ahead.
say one thing before because I've been hugging the mic. Like, I feel like it's like you were saying, Kawhi, like people don't value defense as much as offense. Cause like, we've seen Steph Curry at his peak, like not even a young Steph at his peak have bad shooting series. Like horrible shooting series where you're shooting bad and nobody fixed their mouth to say like he's not a good shooter, he's not a generational shooter, he's not as good as we thought shooting wise. But bro, when this is the first series ever, this is the first stretch of game ever where we've seen Wemby not be as dominant as he is defensively. And Wemby has dropped 3 blocks, 1 steal, 4 blocks, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 3 blocks. Like, I would not be surprised if this is genuinely one of the best defensive performances statistically in the finals, especially by somebody as young. So I don't know. I think it's a little bit like I understand what you're saying, and I understand the criticism, and I think it's fair. And I want that criticism for him because we're holding him to that standard. Well, I think, we don't need to go too far with it. It's the same way, like, the people that call LeBron James a bitch. Like, bro, what are we talking about? Like, why are you saying LeBron is a pussy and LeBron can't do this, can't do that? Nigga, like, keep it basketball, gang. Like, that nigga cold. That nigga the greatest of all time, gang. Like, he not a pussy, bro.
I'm not saying neutralize too strong. Hey, shoot me in the face right now. Neutralize too strong. But I'm saying Wemby just has not been as effective on defense, and it's just exposing the holes in his defensive ability to this point. And to all the fucking credit we giving this nigga, the unanimous DPOY, because no one has ever done it. No one has ever done that. So for that to be the standard you're being held to, like he said, like his standards are so crazy. Mm-hmm. When we're seeing him not hold up to those standards, it's Wemby, what is this?
You gotta talk about it.
You're
you gotta talk about it.
Unanimous DPOY. Like you should do more. You should be effective, other than just roaming. Like you should be more than just a deterrence. I need something out of you, Wemby. I need that, and
I
I'm
can
not getting
see
that
what.
from him.
Listen,
I
I
get
can
what
see
you.
what you're
I
saying.
get what you.
I can see what he's saying, but where I don't agree necessarily is like, okay, do you agree with me that Steph Curry has always been a defensive liability throughout his career? At no point.
Up until
No,
up.
I don't mean like defensive liability in the terms where like he can't defend at all. I mean he's always the weak point on his team. He's never not been the weak point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That doesn't make his unanimous like MVP any less valuable. That he wasn't great defensively that year. Like he wasn't phenomenal at like half the sport. That doesn't make it any less valuable.
The difference between
you know what I'm saying?
The difference between that generational offensive season is his offense was so impactful that it negated in a way his defense. So it became his offense was his defense. He was that great offensively. You feel what I'm saying? So if his offense is lackluster, he becomes less of a player in a sense because he really is only on one side of the ball.
But Wemby is not on one side.
Flawed. That's flawed. Because bro, hold on, no. That's flawed. Because like when we're talking about Wemby, who would you say are the top 3 offensive players in the NBA this season? Throughout this season?
Oh my God. Shea, Luka.
I talking with Conrad, is your question like impacting winning or what? Just like offensively?
No, impact offensively. Who have been the best players? Like, do you put Wemby in that top 3?
No, Shea, Luka, Joker.
Who's 4th, bro? Wemby's right. Wemby's right there.
4th?
Is Wemby right there? Yes or no?
Is Wemby a top 5 offensive player? Is Wemby a top 5 offensive player in the league?
I think he is.
I think he.
Here's the thing.
If he's not,
are you gonna put Jaylen Brown over Wemby?
No, I'm not gonna do that. But I think Kawhi Leonard's been better. Kawhi Leonard's been better than Wemby on offense.
He has not been better offensively. Bro. He has not.
Kawhi? Oh my God!
No, we're not doing that. We're not.
Wait,
no.
No, Kawhi's been amazing. Kawhi's been amazing, but he's not better than Wemby offensively.
Offensively?
Not this year. I'm talking about this year.
I'm not trying to rage bait.
No, I know you're not. I don't think it is though. Like I don't think that's the case.
Either way. Okay, either way. If Wemby's not 5th, Wemby's 6th or 7th, bro.
He's top 10 easily.
I think he's top 5. I can't lie. I think he's top 5.
He's top 10
he's
easily.
top 10. He's top. Let's agree that he's top 10 to top 5. Let's agree on that, okay?
Yeah, that's
Let's find common ground. He's top 10 to top 5. Fair. And he is like quite some distance the best defensive player. Yes or no?
He is the best defensive player in our great sport we call basketball.
Yeah, and I would say by quite some distance.
Anybody that comes close.
He's the best.
Fair. So
sure.
to say
who do you think is
Steph
the second
Curry's
best defender in the league?
Probably Sar Thompson.
Hold on, bro. Sar Thompson. Okay, cool. Yo, to say that Steph Curry's MVP, the unanimous MVP, the reason why there is no like devalue in that is because he was so good offensively that it outweighs his defensive liabilities, right? Yeah. When they're trying to compare him to Wemby, we're talking about he's the best player defensively, and there is nothing that would like when it comes to the offensive side of things, he's damn near just as good. You know what I mean? Like there are no cons to Wembanyama. So how are you trying to like say, oh, he's the unanimous defensive player of the year? We have to hold him to this standard. When you're looking at Steph Curry, you're saying he's the unanimous MVP, and his defense doesn't. You got what I'm trying to say? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say. Okay, the difference between that is Curry. Let's look at why did he win unanimous MVP? It was 90. I would say 99% because of his amazing offense. 30.65% true shooting threes is fucking crazy. Plus they won 73 games. So when Curry is not good offensively, like I'm saying, his impact is goes pretty much in the mud. So it was never his defense was never the reason why he won MVP at all. So so like when his offense is bad, his impact is all like, you get what I'm saying? The reason why I bring up the unanimous MVP with Wemby is because no one's ever done it. Ever. No one's ever done that ever defensively. So when you're on defense and you're not showing up defensively, or when you're getting, if you're not throughout a course of a series, if you're the unanimous DPOY, I feel like throughout a course of a series, you should always be a plus. I think he's been like neutral. I think he's been a questionable plus this series. A questionable
Yeah,
plus.
but Steph was the first unanimous MVP ever.
Yeah,
too.
and he was as in the finals. I know all about it. I love talking about it because he was as.
Okay.
So I'm not absolving Curry of any blame because he was as too.
Okay,
So
that's what I
you're held to a different standard.
Okay,
When you're not playing to that standard,
then
you
we
get
agree.
criticized or whatever.
Fair.
That's all I'm saying. Wemby's
all right,
not been living up to his unanimous DPOY name.
Yeah,
Like,
I get what you're saying.
Fair.
To move on, we've been talking about Wemby for way too long. These are the losers. I don't even know why we talking about these niggas for this long. Let's talk about the Knicks, bro. Let's give these niggas their props. Jalen Brunson, bro. Jalen Brunson might win Finals MVP. I seen a tweet today saying if Jalen Brunson wins Finals MVP, he is better than Kyrie Irving all time. Thoughts? What y'all think about that?
Obviously not better as a player, obviously. But I feel like it comes into the thing where it's like Kyrie always wanted to win a chip as the main player, even if he did win a chip with LeBron. He always wanted to win a chip as the main player, and Brunson is about to do that, and they are both guards, so obviously the comparison is going to be made. I personally don't think it'll make him a better player, but if somebody could explain to me how it will make Bronson a greater player, I wouldn't necessarily disagree with it, aside the fact that Kyrie as the Robin to LeBron's Batman was still a better player and impacted winning more than Bronson as the main player on the Knicks, in my opinion. But just that fact that okay, Bronson was the spearhead of this attack. Bronson was the spearhead of this team, and he got that. He got that Finals MVP, and the Finals MVP as an NBA player when it comes to greatness means a lot. It's like the MVP of all MVPs. Like you can get the league MVP, but if you have that Finals MVP, that gives a lot of credit. So I don't know. We just have to wait. If the Knicks are able to do it, there are conversations to be had. But I will still take Kyrie. What about you guys?
Fair. So what y'all think?
Man, I don't really think it's a really question for like that.
Really?
Like Kyrie, like wait. So hold on. Even if Jalen Brunson didn't win, he still wouldn't. Now I'm gonna start a different topic, but yeah,
I have a different topic to start too.
I think Jalen Brunson, if he wins, obviously would be greater than Kyrie. He's probably no one in the world is probably gonna be better than Kyrie skill wise.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Like,
but
if he
I
wins
think
MVP, he's a greater player. Yeah,
he's greater just off the fact that it's going to go down in history better. Like,
yeah.
In terms of impacting winning in the finals, Kyrie Irving was better than Jalen Brunson is currently in this series. Kyrie Irving was matching LeBron James. They was both dropping 41. When the last 2 minutes of the game, LeBron is giving Kyrie the ball and praying he scores. The greatest player of all time is giving you the ball and praying you score. Game 7 of the finals, game 6 of the finals, you're consistently outperforming the greatest point guard season of all time, the unanimous MVP. Like, Jalen Brunson hasn't peaked anywhere near Kyrie Irving. But if you want to talk about what greatness is different than being better, like if you win as the main man, win finals MVP, you're going to be remembered as the guy who won as like the spearhead of the team. But Jalen Brunson ain't fucking with Kyrie, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, bro,
I just have to get off.
I don't want to start another sport conversation, but do you guys think Jalen Brunson is the only like person deserving of the finals MVP?
Yeah. I feel like other Knicks players have been able to have that that overperformance, that impact. But I feel like consistently throughout every game, Jalen Brunson is putting up like those 30 points. Jalen Brunson is getting the point.
He's shooting bad.
The first game he shot bad. I feel like game 4 he didn't shoot that bad.
No, he didn't shoot, but like he has one game where like he shot.
Yes, he got 6 for 21 in game 1.
Yeah, and then he has another game where he went 30 percent, and then 2 of them were like 40.
I feel like in the playoffs, it doesn't matter how, like, it just matters that you are scoring. It just matters that you are scoring and your team winning.
If you're winning your team the game, I don't give a fuck how you shot.
Like for me, if like as of right now,
nonsense to me. I
like
don't care.
For me, as of right now, I think Jalen Brunson edges it, like he wins. But in the if the next game is the game where the Knicks win it all, and like Cat somehow has like a big game where he's like 40 points, 10 plus rebounds, I wouldn't be mad at Cat getting.
But we know that's not happening. But we know
that's not happening.
I don't think there's any.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't be mad.
The only other player other than Brunson that I've seen getting shouts for is OG somehow.
And
I feel like
OG's been good, but Cat's been.
He has, but like Finals MVP is kind of crazy.
I don't think it's like
really.
I don't know, like
not
like I don't think like I feel like obviously there's people that can win it like OG or Cat, but I just don't feel like realistically like at all anybody else would win it but Brunson. Like realistically.
hard.
And I think in the
Even
playoffs, I think in the playoffs, efficiency only matters if you lose, because it's like you were inefficient. You were inefficient and you lost. But then if you win, it's like you shot like 10 for 30 and you had like,
you just kept shooting.
And then you had 40 points, and then you're
in the playoffs, bro. In the playoffs, you better shoot inefficiently.
Like, bro, I rewatched a couple years ago. I rewatched the Lakers versus Celtics. I think 2010 or 2009, Game 6 or Game 7, the last game of the finals. That nigga Kobe was chucking shit, bro. Like straight chucking shit. Cause who else was gonna chuck shit? Fucking Lamar Odom. Come on, bro. Like it don't matter, bro. If you win the game, you could have shot 50 for 100. I'm
not gonna lie. I just looked at the numbers and I take back the Cat thing, but I'm on the OG ship now. I ain't gonna lie. OG's numbers look amazing. Like,
what is he?
That brother shot 78% for 3 last game.
Like efficiency high key doesn't matter.
Give me points, bro. Give me points.
Efficiency matters.
How much is he averaging?
Oh, probably. I don't know. Let me see.
Brunson is averaging 30, I think.
He dropped 17 twice and 28 and 33.
There's another factor that's probably the most important factor that we're not even looking at. Who is the
50,
NBA?
50, 90. My bad.
Fairs. Yo, but there's another factor that we haven't looked at. Who is the NBA going to give this award to? Like, they're not handing that. They're not handing that shit to OG Anunoby, bro. Jalen Brunson is
not marketable enough.
You think you
like?
If
come on, bro. He's king of New York. The king of New York, bro. Come on,
right? They're not letting that Eagle Dollar shit happen.
I feel like it's only when it's like I feel like they can only do that when it's only like the second best player was obviously the best player, like when Jaylen Brown,
or the best player was shit, like Curry.
Yeah, like when Jaylen Brown won the Finals MVP. But like, you know, if it was the Spurs that won the Finals today, they're giving that shit to Wemby. Like they don't even give it a fuck.
But one more thing I wanted to see too. I saw a tweet today. They said everybody that's been a number 2 to Luka, so Kyrie, Kristaps, and Brunson. If Brunson wins tomorrow, they have won a ring. What does that say about Luka? I feel like that's kind of unfair, but I want to get your opinion.
I don't think it says much, you know. I feel like Luka's NBA career is very somehow to talk about for me, because it's like he was able to get to the final with Dallas. They had the core team, they were good, everything was okay, and then what's his name, Steven Adams or whatever he stepped in and made that trade, you know. So it's like I feel like everything, like his whole Lakers era, I don't know. I don't feel like it's it's a fair way to talk about it.
Adams.
Nigga, you said
what's the name of the guy that runs the NBA? What's his name?
Harris?
Oh,
Adams is a sinner, bro.
No. I was talking about the guy
Adam
that
Silver. Adam Silver.
Adam Silver. Yeah. Sorry,
Adam
Silver.
Because I said yes. I'm thinking.
What's his name?
I was thinking. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So
how did you get to Steven Adams though?
No, because as I said Adam, I had Stephen A. Smith in my mind, and then I just added Adam Silver. You know, like that trade happened. That trade happened, but I feel like looking at Luka's Dallas career, year after year, like they put in the work, and then they eventually made it to the finals, but then they just lost, So I don't think that's saying that okay, everybody that was number 2 to Luka now has a chip. I don't think that really means much, in my
I
opinion.
agree.
I don't think it
Like,
means anything.
like to
I don't
me,
think
bro,
it means not a thing.
people talk about Luka so unfairly to me. Like, bro, this nigga's been the best player of a whole playoffs. Like, oh, not even arguably. Like when the Celtics won, Luka got the most points, the most assists, the most rebounds in the playoffs. He had the best averages. He was consistently the best player in the playoffs at the peak of basketball. We've already seen what this nigga can do if you build a
Yeah.
team around him. It's not his fault that he couldn't beat probably the best built team of since the Golden State Warriors, bro. Like that Celtics team was outrageous, bro. Defensively, offensively, they were so well balanced, bro. Like that's
And they had amazing coaching.
greatest
Chris Tapp,
teams out. Yeah, they had
You think that
Holiday,
Chris Tapp didn't
Jaylen
really.
Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford. Nigga, that team was outrageous.
Prime Derrick White.
Wait, in my
Y'all saying I'm tripping for saying that team is one of the best teams?
no.
Oh,
I don't think. Yeah, no, it's one of.
I'm
one
saying,
of.
correct me if I'm
it's
like.
since the Warriors. I think they're the best team we've seen.
I think I don't know.
I feel like that's so crazy. I feel like that tweet is so crazy because it's just ignoring so much context. Like,
Ignorant,
first
yeah.
of all, Kyrie both won before LeBron, better team. Chris Tapp didn't he didn't like play all that. Like he didn't play a lot in the
I think he
finals,
got injured.
Wasn't he hurt?
I think he was
Yeah,
injured.
Now
didn't-
that
he hurt a lot.
tweet is
Hold
just
on,
looking for
I
something
know.
to talk about.
He didn't play in the playoffs at all, but he was insane in the first 2 games of the finals. He
Right.
was like
Oh,
Chris
then
Tapps was insane in that first game. Holy shit, bro. Yo, I felt so bad for Luka and Kyrie, bro. Them niggas couldn't do nothing, bro. Them niggas couldn't do nothing, bro.
And
They had
then Brunson went to a fucking team that the fucking Knicks built around Brunson should be the team that the Lakers are trying to build around Luka. Don't even get me started on that shit. Robert
Yo,
Pelinka.
but if anything, I think if
Ooh.
that tweet says anything, is that the Mavs are just fucking retards. Whoever's running the Mavs is dumb as fuck. What, nigga? You had Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis, Jalen Brunson. Who else was the other? Kyrie Irving. You ain't done nothing. Now you got Cooper Flag. You got a lifeline. Thank God you got Cooper Flag, bro. They saved your life. But yeah, y'all got anything else y'all want to add before we wrap up the episode?
no, I'm good, bro. Like I just think y'all would be surprised, man.
Okay, let's do predictions then. So who you think is gonna I say they lose the next game. I think the Knicks lose the next game and win in game 6. What do you think, Xavier?
I think over the course of the next 3 games, Wembanyama will average close to 40 points.
So you think there's gonna be 3 more games?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
At least
let's talk about Big
least one of
Wembanyama offensively.
I think for the next 3 games, Wemby's gonna average like he's gonna drop like 33, 35, and 38.
Bro, that shit is not
B, what do you think, bro? What do you think?
That's
You think
so-
that the Knicks win the next game?
I think the series is over by 11 o'clock tomorrow.
I'm telling y'all, boys. All right.
JK, what you think?
Bro, you know what's killing me? You know what's killing me is that Wemby has never fucking done that shit.
Like in his
Like
life.
there's like for 3 games in a row that he had 30 plus in the playoffs. Like there's even nothing to fall back on. Like, and I don't like, bro, can't even let that shit happen to you. But anyways, I hope it goes the way Xavier is saying it. I hope Wemby has the 3 games of his fucking life and they win it. But that shit isn't a fairy tale, bro.
Wemby dropped 33 times in the finals already.
In a row.
I don't know. I think 2 of them were
last game he definitely didn't have 30, and the first game.
He didn't drop
I think the Spurs probably take game 5 and that shit over with in game 6.
Yeah, I think game 6 too. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. B, appreciate you for coming. I'm gonna put your YouTube channel, all your links in the description. You got anything you want to shout out?
Nah, just I let the comment slide about Wemby being close to LeBron offensively. I let that slide.
Bro, you
I
did
let
not let
that
that
slide.
slide. We talked
Yo,
about
I was about to ask.
I let that slide.
I was
That
about
shit
to
was
ask,
like
are you a
35
Lakers
minutes.
fan or are you a LeBron fan?
I'm a LeBron fan. I got his jersey right there.
Yeah, I knew. I could feel it. I knew it. Yeah, I knew it. You're a Lakers bandwagon.
Right. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Follow us on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned. We finna do some more World Cup vids. We gonna do some more NBA vids too. We gonna lock in during the summer. Appreciate y'all. Stay tuned.